Good, everyone. What's up? It's Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. I know I'm a little late to the party because this happened last week. We were talking about this last week, but I didn't really discuss it too much. I didn't really talk about it too much, but we're going to talk about it now. Before I get started, though, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like this content, be sure to share it and please hit the subscribe button. Let's get right into it. Deion Sanders had some comments about the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and I thought what he said, you know, was spot on. He made some really good points about the Football Hall of Fame. No, not everyone belongs in the Hall of Fame. He's absolutely right. It's utterly ridiculous that we put players in the Hall of Fame now for just being good enough. He's right. You got to be a game changer. You got to make a tremendous impact on the game. If you want to wear that mustard jacket. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is not for everyone. I mean, that's the highest achievement in sports. So, Deion Sanders is absolutely correct. I stand with him 100% on this. And I know not everyone agrees with his comments. But he obviously has a bone to pick with the Football Hall of Fame. And, he's always been an opinionated person. That's what I like about Deion Sanders, and he's looking out for his kids, where he coaches now at Jackson State. A great role model, a great person, does great things on and off the field. When he used to play, he was an amazing player. I mean, this is a guy who was a two-star athlete. He played baseball. He played in the World Series. I believe he played a football game and a baseball game on the same day. I mean, the guy was just that amazing. That's incredible stuff for someone that can, play both professional sports and be able to balance everything. That's incredible. But you hear people talking about these current players that they should be in the Hall of Fame, that they have earned their spot in the Hall of Fame, that they have solidified their place in the Hall of Fame. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's asinine that we're talking about putting Matthew Stafford in the Hall of Fame. And you guys know I like the Rams. I'm a Rams fan. I support the team. Matthew Stafford was just amazing last season. He had a career year for the Rams, led them to a Super Bowl. But that doesn't mean he's a Hall of Famer. That doesn't justify that he's a Hall of Famer. I have to see more before I can say the guy's a Hall of Famer. And now we're talking about Cooper Kupp being a Hall of Famer after he had a great year and put up some monster numbers. I mean, I think we're speaking too soon for a lot of these players. And I'm not taking anything away from these players because they're damn good players. We've seen that. But you got to draw the line. And you got to realize that there's a difference between good and great. Not all these players are great. Some of these players, no, they're not average players. But they're not great players either. They're not Hall of Fame worthy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They're not Hall of Fame worthy. So we need to stop, jumping to conclusion, prematurely calling these players Hall of Famers when they haven't, blossomed, or when they haven't, proved themselves on the big stage. Some of these players we want to put in the Hall of Fame, they never even won a Super Bowl or never appeared in the Super Bowl. Yes, they have all the other individual accolades. They have the Pro Bowls. They've been to multiple Pro Bowls. They've been all pros. They have all that on their resume. But that doesn't mean you're a Hall of Famer. So I mean, I think we use the word Hall of Famer too loosely now. And Deion Sanders, he criticized the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And not every player belongs in the Hall of Fame. And then there's a lot of players that has been omitted from the Hall of Fame because other players who are not deserving of that honor, take their place. And I mean, some players just deserve to be in the higher tier than some players inducted into the Hall of Fame. And some players don't have no business being inducted into the Hall of Fame at all. And that's not a shot against any other players, but it's the truth. It's the damn truth. Some players don't belong in the Hall of Fame. And then some players get in the Hall of Fame so late, they get invited to the party so late, they're already dead by the time they get in. A family member or somebody close to them have to represent them. We've seen that too. So Deion Sanders does make a good point. I completely agree with him. It's a lot of players out there that have the Hall of Fame numbers, while there are players who have numbers that look very deceiving, but somehow they get in the Hall of Fame. It's a bit of confusion. It's something that we probably won't ever be able to figure out why. Why are certain players, getting in the Hall of Fame? And a lot of it is bias. It's bias. A lot of, voters feel this player belong while this other player doesn't belong. Sometimes it's a personal vendetta against a player. I mean, it could be a combination of things why the player is not in the Hall of Fame, or why another player that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame is in the Hall of Fame. But I don't have a problem with Deion Sanders' comments. I actually love his comments. It had a lot of people talking. A lot of people was, sharing their thoughts about it, sharing their sentiments on it. And, again, I completely agree with Deion Sanders. How do you feel about his comments? Do you agree with him or do you disagree with him? Leave that in the comment column below and we'll talk about it. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for another episode of Gunzo and the Judge at 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. I'll send more information about that tomorrow. Most of you guys who tune in already, you guys already know where you guys can find the show. You guys can find the show right here on my YouTube channel, as well as it live streams from this channel. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys take care. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.